Our next speaker is coming from India, and she is extraordinary. She's an example in my mind of love and strength. Some people have love but not enough strength to actually break through. Some people are just strength without the love. She uses truth to cut through the BS and bring people to a deeper level. And I think you're going to love her. Her name is Sister Shivani.
Sister Shivani, it's such a privilege to have you here.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaskar.
Namaste.
Om Shanti and greetings of peace, love and happiness from India. First and foremost, I must thank each one of you for coming together just so that you can raise your internal vibration. Because when you come together like this, introspect, reflect, take personal responsibility, and create a shift. When you create a shift within, you're not creating a shift just within. You are creating a shift in the collective consciousness of the planet. I am a happy being. I am a loveful soul. Powerful and divine. Let me just check in any corner of my mind or even deep layers of my subconscious. Do I still hold any person, past of my life, anything which I still believe is the cause of my emotional hurt? Scan the mind. Check. It could be recent. It could be very old. It could be brushed aside, but it's still there deep. I'm certain that I'm going to release them from my mind and shift them from not a painful past, but from a present and a future full of love and blessings. Because I am a powerful being. What I feel is not because of what they did. What I feel is because of what I think about what they did. My feelings are not about them. It's about how I choose to think about them. And I choose forgiveness. I choose acceptance. I choose love. Because that is truly my nature. It's who I am. It's the vibration at which I live my life. Because that's where true happiness is. Thank you so much. And you can gently come back into the present, keeping the vibration the same and just reflecting. The only one thing that we need to be happy always. Happy, we all are, but the word to be underlined is always, always. And always means when situations are not favorable, when people are not my way, and when people are completely opposite to what I expected them to be, and when someone does something which I never ever imagined could happen with me. So, irrespective of what situations and people, the energy that they throw towards me, I only need to remember that their power is outside. Their power is outside. People have the power to say what they believe is right. People have the power to do what they believe is right. And we have the power to think what we believe is right. So the only one thing that we need to shift today is shift from a life of blame to a life of personal responsibility. And blame not only in these specific situations, but we live a life of blame often during the day. If someone had to ask us right now, who is the creator of your thoughts and feelings? It wouldn't even take a second, and we would say, obviously, it's me. I create my every thought, my feeling. Who's that I? That I is the energy, which we call light, power, consciousness, soul, spirit. Words are many. Important is the understanding. I am this energy, the creator of every thought, feeling, and emotion. It's something that I need to affirm many, many times in the day. I am the creator of my every thought, feeling, word, and behavior. I am the creator. And then gently shift my mind to a different vocabulary. So instead of saying, I'm stressed because of, I'm upset because of, I'm happy because of, I'm angry because of, I'm hurt because of, all the because of has to fall off. Because it's not because of anybody. I am what I am because I choose to be that way. Yes, the stimulus is there. Sometimes it's a very beautiful, pleasant stimulus, and sometimes the opposite. But I choose how to be in the face of that stimulus. It sounds very simple because it is very simple. And right now, we understand it, we accept it, we live it. But we need to live it in those situations during the day where our mind is speaking this old vocabulary. I'm feeling like this because of. I only need to change this line. So it's very simple. Being happy and radiating happiness is the simplest thing to do in life. Thank you so much, and I'm open to whatever you now want to share.
Let's have a hand for Sister Shivani. Yes. Please grab a seat. We'll have a few questions. Sister Shivani, would you share with us how you came to these truths, to the truth that everything is created by our own thoughts, the truth of forgiveness? Because these truths have been known, but not everyone embodies them. So would you share with us a little of your story of how that came to be and how you've come to embody them so deeply?
I got introduced to the Raj Yoga Meditation, which I learned at the Brahma Kumaris about 25 years back. And it begins with experimentation. It's not something that I understood immediately. I come from an engineering background, so I was looking at everything very, very logically. But then a scientific background also teaches us to experiment. So I was experimenting with it, experiencing it. And then one day I was asked to be a part of this TV program, which I did call Awakening. It was not that I was prepared for it. I knew nothing of what will happen. I was just there because somebody was not available that day, and I was kind of literally forced to sit on that chair. And I said, I know nothing what's going to happen. And they just said, just sit, we have to create an episode and send for today. And it just happened. It was like, I don't know. It was just coming out, whatever I was sharing. But while I was sharing, I was the first one who was learning.
Huh.
And that's been the journey of the last 15 years. Whatever I'm sharing, it's actually I'm learning first and then using it and then seeing the result, not just in my life, but have had the fortune, just like both of you, to see the result in so many people's lives.
Yes.
And when you see a result in so many people's life, you know it. You
Yes.
know it's 100% certain that it works.
Yes.
It works always.
We all teach what we most need to learn, right? That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing
Yes.
Sister Shivani, it's such a privilege and a gift to have you, so thank you for your presence. I'm curious, so the affirmations, they set and they frame the day, and then as well the cleaning, the purification at night, those are both the rituals. Say, for example, if somebody is charged in the moment, if they have discord in the moment, and they're feeling in the heat of it, beyond doing the affirmation, is there anything else that you can do to help to unravel the tension if somebody's experiencing such
that.
a
Someone's feeling very stuck.
or
Yes.
frustrated or angry or whatever it might be, or even sadness for that matter? What do you recommend
Right.
if somebody's actually in the state of the emotion?
Right. First and foremost, there are two options. It's like what to do when I'm unwell.
Yes.
Physically, if I'm unwell, what should I do? But second important is also what should I do on a daily basis
Yes.
so that my immunity system is high and my chances of falling ill are minimal, right?
Yes.
So I would prefer the other one first. So like we all take care of the body for a good physical immunity system, and more or less we leading having healthy bodies, similarly for emotional immunity system. So I need to build up my emotional immunity system. So just few simple lifestyle habits. One is a very good sleep cycle. A lot of our emotions that we are experiencing today is because we are emotionally fatigued.
Yes.
And that's because we don't give good rest to our mind. Like a tired body. If the body is tired, we sometimes get very irritable. So, like you've been doing this program, and I am understanding that the organizers must be having a late night and they know it's going to happen for 4 or 5 days. They're happy while doing it, but yet body will get tired. And sometimes we can get irritated because we are tired. And people will say, it's okay, she's tired, she'll be fine once she's rested. We know that on a physical level. But what do we do with a tired mind? When are we giving it rest? So, very important thing for good emotional immunity and health is deep sleep. A lot of us are sleep deprived today.
Yes.
We can doze off to sleep anytime on the flight, even early morning, because we are not experiencing deep sleep. We are sleeping long, but not deep. So it's not about how many hours, it's about the stage of my sleep. So our sleep also should be a meditative sleep. And for that, the highest energizing time for sleeping is between 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Never miss out on these 4 hours of sleep. 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. is a high energizing time. And the best waking up time is 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. It's the highest vibrational time of the 24-hour cycle in terms of energy, the 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. time. Now, if when I came here 25 years back, that's the first change that I created in myself, sleeping early and automatically waking up early. I don't have to do much on the waking up part. Just have to sleep early, have an early dinner, finish your 2.5 hours of digestion before you go to sleep, so that your body doesn't have to go through digestion during sleep. Second, at least an hour before we go to sleep, we disconnect from work communication and we disconnect from any negative content consumption.
Yes.
So, not a single negative word should go on my mind. Actually, take care even during the day, because we're consuming so much of content now, and that's a big cause of our emotional health. It's a cause of our overthinking. It's a cause of our reacting. It's a cause of feeling fearful, sad, upset very easily. It's because we're consuming a lot of that kind of content. So, what we watch, read, listen is who we become.
Yes.
Content is equal to personality, is equal to destiny. So, content is someone's business and they're doing well with their business, but we are changing our destinies just because we're consuming that. So, restrict content consumption, and definitely any content which has fear, hurt, ridicule, criticism, lust, anger, aggression. It is not entertainment.
Yes.
It is not entertainment. It is toxic for the mind and for the body both. Now, just before going to sleep, 15 minutes consuming pure content, which means that's where spirituality works very well, because it's content which has words of purity, acceptance, compassion, forgiveness. So consuming it just before going to sleep, which means it goes into your subconscious during your sleep. So those 15 minutes before the sleep are very important. Take that high nutritional emotional diet just before going to sleep. Then immediately after waking up, because again the subconscious is active that time. So meditation in the morning and consuming again pure content in the first 15 minutes of the morning. These two timings are very, very important. Just before going to sleep and just when you wake up. If you nourish yourself with pure, powerful content at these two times, the chances of you becoming vulnerable during the day are minimal.
Yes.
Are minimal actually, because you are becoming emotionally fit. It's raising our emotional fitness levels, or we say spiritual fitness levels, because we're taking the right diet at the right time. And during the day, restricting negative content consumption. We have enough of our negative to finish. Why should we consume negative from the world? Even something like world news. People feel, oh, it's not just before going to sleep, we're watching the world news. If I keep consuming the world news, my mind will keep becoming what the world is. And if my mind keeps becoming what the world is, the world will keep becoming more of what it is today.
Yes.
I need to become that which can change the world, not just consuming that what is going on in the world. So yes, being informed of what's happening in the world, but not consuming that just before going to sleep or the first thing in the morning. And that is the highest TRP time of news channels, late night and early morning.
Yeah.
So, it's only about the timing of what we're doing. So emotional diet, exercise for the mind is self-reflection, meditation. Anyone does these two things, they're going to be emotionally very fit. Another very beautiful thing that we do is we take a pause of 1 minute every hour.
It's beautiful.
It's called just a minute. It's a just a minute meditation.
Yes.
So taking a break of 1 minute, we have apps on the phone. A very beautiful music will play every minute, and we will just sit back, take a minute, and reaffirm, I'm pure, I'm powerful. I let go of what happened in the last hour. I'm available and accepting in the next hour. So my mind again gets recoded every hour. Again, it's like how doctors say, move away from the screen, blink your eyes for 20 seconds, get up, take a stretch. Now, this is for the little exercise for the mind. So, when these things happen on a daily basis, you're emotionally very fit. In spite of that, if there is a situation and I create pain or I create hurt, first thing that I immediately do is pick up something to read, which means immediately give myself something which is nutritional immediately. And that is what we call an emotional first aid kit. It should always be there in your bag or your purse.
Yes.
A book, a video or audio. It may not be related to your situation, but just consuming pure powerful words will first give strength to your mind. So immediately consume it, and then just take a minute. Don't allow your mind to keep crying. Take a minute, sit with yourself, and counsel yourself as if you were doing it to a friend.
Yes.
You can write out your thoughts which say, they did this to me, how could this happen to me? Just write out those thoughts, leave a line blank after every thought, and now write out the next thought which you would say to your friend if they were saying this to you. How could they do this to me? Why did they do this to me? People are so horrible. So write out your thought,
Yes.
and then write out a thought which you would share with that one whom you love. And very soon, your mind will know what you're trying to say. And the mind will say, okay, I'm fine. I released and I'm now okay. But mostly I feel that if we take care of our daily lifestyle in building emotional fitness, these times hardly ever come.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That's
They
beautiful.
hardly ever come.
Fitness is the difference between that, as you've heard somebody talk about before. Emotional intelligence is wonderful. It's a capability, but fitness is a state of readiness. And it's because you're awakening that part of your nervous system throughout the evening, the morning, and perhaps throughout the day. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
You had one more question before we go to the group?
Yes, Sister Shivani, I'm curious of the mindset and practice. A lot of times people feel that if they lose somebody, that it's a grief, that is so difficult to overcome. Is there a practice for an individual if they've currently had somebody that they have lost that connects them in oneness with their beloved? Or is it the recognition that we are all one and I am a soul, they are a soul, and the recognition of the affirming that and going into meditation in that reality to connect in that heart space, whether they are here or not? I'm just curious if you could shed light on that.
Yes.
Especially that of loss of a child, since that has been one
Yes.
people have had the most difficulty.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Need to remember, if we are a family of 3 or 4 and we lose one family member, we are in so much pain.
Yes.
But now just think about that soul who has lost everybody. So if I'm a family of 4 and I lose one family member, the pain is so much, but we're still 3 together and we lost one. But that one lost all 3. That one lost everything they achieved. That one lost their body. So imagine how much pain they are in. We never ever think that the one who experienced death is in pain because we feel they are no more. So it means as if it's finished. It's not finished. Only the body is no more.
Yes.
The soul is exactly what they were with you. They can catch your every feeling, your every thought, your every word, even more than what they can catch when they are in a body. It's like out of body experience.
Yes.
You can catch every thought and feeling. And then this soul enters into the womb of a mother. And that's why all those mothers just rewind and see how your experience has been during your pregnancy. And if you've had 2 children, you would have noticed that 2 times the experience would have been different. Depends on who the soul is who enters, and depends on what the energy the soul is receiving from their family.
Yes, interesting.
So one, to remember that we are in pain, yes, but the one who's moved forward is in much, much, much more pain than me. And my responsibility right now is to heal them before they begin their new journey. So it's a priority shift.
Yes.
My priority now is, and especially like you said, child. So parent would do anything for their children, right?
Yes.
So while we were doing it while they were with us, now what we have to do is even more important than what we were doing when they were with us. They are entering a new body health, a new destiny is going to start. It needs to start with happiness and love and power and blessings. They have to be healed before they begin their new journey.
Beautiful.
And most important, when I'm in pain here, my vibrations of pain reach them. And sometimes the pain is like, why did you go away? How do you think I'm going to live without you? You have to come back. My life is of no use without you. What you have done is unfair. So, these thoughts seem so normal, but we're actually complaining to them. We're actually angry with them. If someone comes to your place, it's not about for how long they were. Important is what was the quality of that relationship. So even if somebody was with me for 10 years, let me not complain that why did you go away so soon? Let me radiate gratitude. Thank you for every moment of those beautiful 10 years. Thank you for filling me with so much love and power in 10 years. So, you're saying the farewell with gratitude,
Yes.
not with hurt and not being angry, because the other person there will create guilt.
Yes.
The soul will create guilt. I left them, they're unhappy because of me. No, we have to send them with gratitude. We have to send them with blessings. So every morning and night, and of course, any number of times during the day, again, affirmation, I am a powerful soul, and you are a very, very powerful soul. Thank you for every moment that you were with us, and we know you are still with us. We know you are still with us. And most important, you don't worry about us. We are absolutely fine. We will take care of each other. Don't worry about us. Your new journey, perfect healthy body, happy loveful mind, and beautiful relationships are your destiny. You are always with us and we are always with you. We will always remember you with love, and only love and blessings. So let's just say this for a few days. Initially, again, we could be crying or hurting while we're saying it.
Yes.
But we are teaching the mind to start thinking another way. And within a few days, the mind will shift. We will always miss them, but miss them with love, not with pain. So just remember that when you're crying, when you're hurting, it's not just you who are in pain, it's they who are receiving the pain. Do I want to send them that? No, I don't want to.
Yes, absolutely.
Beautiful.
Thank you. It's really
Thank you.
lovely.
Some questions from the room? Yes. Emma Grace.
I want to ask you, what do you think about enlightenment? Because I've been reading and listening many people that has been guided through meditation to look for the enlightenment. And the path that you are showing us today is part of the people that is going through that way. So my question is about that. How do you see it?
Enlightenment only means when I awaken from my old way of thinking, which was taking me into pain and darkness, even one change of thought, and you are enlightened.
Yes.
Enlightenment is happening every day because we're always on the journey. Enlightenment is not something that happens once.
100%.
Enlightenment is every single day, because when I'm shifting in my energy, in my vibration, I'm shifting towards a higher energy light. So it's a process, it's a journey. It's not a one-off that today I'm enlightened.
Amen.
It's not like that. It's a gradual, gentle, very beautiful journey, and you enjoy this journey.
Yes.
So we are on the way of enlightenment here.
We already are. We're only moving higher.
Yes.
Okay.
We're only moving higher.
Thank you, Shiva.
I'm so glad you asked that question, because I know so many people are pursuing enlightenment like they pursue objects of achievement. And that has nothing to do with what enlightenment is. It's every moment. It's not something you're going to arrive at and then it's over. If you do that, you're furthest thing from enlightenment. It's not something you can pay someone to give you or you can get after X number of days. It's something you live every day. There is no other form but that. Couldn't agree with you more, Sister. Yes, and everything Sister Shivani has been sharing with you has been an example of priming, right? You're priming the mind with these affirmations. You're priming the mind by also what you're deciding not to consume, when you're not trying to consume it. I mean, think of everything she shared with you. It's been a form of priming the mind, the body, the heart, the soul to be at its best.
Yes.
And that starts with you. Your energy will have that impact.
And how incredibly profound for our children, once again, to reflect that they are a beautiful soul, that they are a pure
Yes.
soul, reflecting their sovereignty back to them. So then they go into school, and if there's maybe a child that's a bully, once again is, the recognition and awareness that they claim who they are in this world, and that they're not here to please the external world. We're here to serve the external world. And we get to raise, not only but also raise a generation that are aware of the fact that we're here to be a blessing to life. There's nothing more profound. The fact that your soul stood up and asked that question for your children it moves me. So thank you, Sister Shivani, for offering your light.
Thank you for all that you've shared with us. We worked so hard to find you. We chased you through many different locations. So we're
Sorry
so
for
grateful
that.
we caught you and so grateful we got to share with you, and we hope to meet you in person sometime
Indeed.
in the near future.
And next time, time you plan to come to India, please come to India, Bharat. It's a very beautiful country, and I know you love that country.
Yes, we do.
And yes, and Mount Abu is a very beautiful place of vibrations of meditation. So look forward to having each one of you over there.
Look forward to it. Namaste. Thank you very much.